Alright, we'll start on this one, because it seems fun. Hello, Internet. I'm KrissieDeathy, and welcome back to more story times. I'm going to be reading you guys some really old fanfiction I wrote. This one was published on my blog on August 28th, 2017. And it's titled Tikal and Rouge Become Friends Fanfic. Because I am shit at naming fanfiction, so I just name them what the fuck's happening. Essentially, because I'm not good at naming conventions. So yeah, go ahead, grab yourself a nice warm cup of tea, hot cocoa, coffee, water, whatever it is you want to have to hydrate yourself with. Curl up and we'll be reading some nice fanfiction today. Let's hope I don't fuck up reading this. Tikal sat completely still as she looked around. She could feel the warmth of the Master Emerald behind her. Butterflies stopped to land on the wildflowers growing around the altar. She wondered where Knuckles was. She also wondered how she got out of the Master Emerald, but she decided it was best to focus on one thing at a time. Hey! You're not Knuckles, a white bat flew up to the orange echidna. Who are you? Tikal looked at the bat. She took notice of the purple bag she was carrying. Tikal smiled. It must be movie night for the two lovebirds. Rouge only glared at the echidna. She didn't know her. She was pissed that Knuckles had been lying about being the last of his kind. If he was replacing her with this scrawny mute girl, she was going to throw a fit. I'm Tikal, she nodded to the Master Emerald. I live in there? Chaos let me come visit for a while. She lied to let Rouge relax a bit. She felt uncomfortable with the bat glaring at her. Oh, Rouge nodded as realization dawned on her. Knuckles told me about you before. Tikal smiled again. I'm glad. Also, thank you for taking time to visit Knuckles. He really loves your company. Rouge smiled. So, can you see out of there? She pointed at the glowing emerald. Tikal nodded, though only when I go to look and see how Knuckles is doing. Rouge nodded, and then a thought occurred to her. You haven't seen, She waved her hands around awkwardly as she tried to figure out how to say it, her white face turning red. Tikal watched, confused for a minute before it dawned on her. Oh, no worries. She reached out and held Rouge's hand. Every time I've accidentally seen you two intimate with each other, I instantly look away and I don't check back in for 4 hours. Rouge turned a bright red. You still saw something! I didn't mean to. Tikal flushed. And I leave right away too. I have and never had any intention of watching you two make love. Rouge held up a hand to Tikal's mouth. This is what I get for doing it in front of you unknowingly. Just don't let Knuckles know you saw anything, got it? Tikal nodded. Good. Rouge patted Tikal on the head. Are you hungry? We can get food while we wait for the knucklehead. Tikal's stomach let out a low growl. Tikal flushed a little as she nodded. Rouge giggled as she led the orange echidna off the island to get food. So this is a very, very basic thing. And I don't remember why I wrote this. It was probably like, this is a random idea. Take it. So yeah. Since that's only about 4 minutes long, let's go ahead and move on to a different fanfiction. Is this one short? Yeah, this one's also a short one. So this one is from February 24th, 2017. So same year, just a couple of months separated. And this is called Kiss on the Cheek. And it's a ShadAmy fanfiction. Because I like Shadow and Amy as a ship. And I will die on it. Don't start with me, please. Oh, I've made a comic strip based off of this. That I'm pretty sure is on my DeviantArt. And I do want to make an anime of. So you guys will probably see something similar to this at some point in your lives. Shadow stared at the script in his hand. What's the point of this? He turned to the pink hedgehog. It's a script for a play. Amy arranged the puppets on the table. It'll keep the kids entertained. And I have to help with this. Shadow stared at the script like it was something gross. Yes, Amy nodded. They don't want you too close to the kids after the climbing incident. Shadow grunted. They're the ones who wanted to climb trees. I just left them. When they refused to come down, you chaos speared one of them, Amy arched an eyebrow at him. I didn't hit him. It only went past them, Shadow defended. You scared them all so bad that one fell and broke his leg, Amy stated, with a blank face. Shadow shrugged as he stared at the script. So why does the girl in the tower randomly kiss tonight? As a thank you for saving her, Amy explained. It's a common thing for girls to kiss guys who save them from danger on the cheek. Even in real life, Shadow asked. Yep, Amy beamed. Shadow stared at the pink hedgehog before turning back to the script. So how many times have you kissed Sonic for saving you? Amy blushed. No, she shook her head. Sonic would never let me kiss him. Shadow nodded. So is that why no one kisses me on the cheek? Amy turned bright red. Shadow found the reaction amusing. They probably think you'll chaos spear them if they do. Shadow crossed his arms. That is a fair point. I dislike most contact with people. But I wouldn't spear you, Rose. Amy let out a nervous chortle as she finished the last of the puppets. I think baking you chocolate cake is a better show of my thanks for saving me. Shadow frowned. Are you afraid of kissing someone on the cheek, Rose? Amy turned bright red. It's embarrassing, isn't it? She threw up her hands in a gesture. She took the puppets and placed them in the proper spots on the small stage. Let's just run through the play once before we perform for the kids. Shadow hummed as he walked over to her. He bent down and picked up the puppet. He put his hand inside and made the puppet do a weird dance. He then tugged on a soft pink quill. Amy turned to him and arched an eyebrow at him. What are you doing? She mumbled as he tugged a little harder. I want you to come here. Amy rolled her eyes. Shadow loved to be bossy. She scooted over to him. What is it? She tilted her head to look up at him. Shadow leaned down and planted a kiss on her cheek. Amy froze as... Hold on, let me read this sentence. As she felt he rushed to her face. There is a typo on that word. Shadow slowly pulled back and whispered in her ear, That's an appreciation for all the times you've saved me. Amy stayed staring down. All she could see were the little puppets lined up on the stage. Shadow's ear twitched as he pulled back from the pink head. Chuck, excuse me while I silence the witnesses. A few small eeps were heard as Shadow dashed off into the air. Amy could hear the footsteps of the little spies running away, but Shadow quickly caught them. And my offer note was, I just wanted to write a cute Shadow Amy fanfic. I hope you enjoy it, but I mistyped a few words. So it's this fabric instead of fanfic. But yeah, that is the adorable, precious, very short fanfic. And so yeah, we got some two cute ones. I hope you enjoyed them. These are all really old. I have been writing more stories and more like fan fictions, one of which is 10 pages long, and then I began working on a web novel, which I might be reading, and that is at 15 pages long currently, and is at 5 chapters. The chapters are meant to be really, really short. So I'm probably, once I get those typed up, I'll probably start releasing at least one chapter a month, and scheduling the others, and then reading them out to you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if there are any other, fan fictions y'all want me to read. I would be more than happy to do so. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, all that good stuff. Once again, thank you very much to my YouTube, Patreon, and Ko-fi supporters. Dymond and Micah, you're all awesome. YouTube channel members get exclusive access to some community posts. You also get the access to the art live streams after they're completed, so you can watch all those VODs and see what art is coming up, all that good stuff. And yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye.